Representative Marshall had a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And this question can go to either one of the sponsors. Basically, again, I'm going to go back to the previous legislations and bills that we heard. Has anyone done a fiscal note as in regards to not necessarily eliminating the cliff, but putting a net in? So as opposed to eliminating the entire cliff, you're eliminating it to not to $1, but in your case, $1 million. And ultimately, you know, reducing that fiscal impact in a major timeline that we have here. And as the state gets healthier, then ultimately we can revisit this as time goes on. Ultimately, you're raising the threshold, and you're cutting the cliff in half, so that it doesn't go back to $1. And I think it can go for both of your bills in that regard, and ultimately reduce the fiscal impact on the state all in one swoop, and ultimately, again, revisit it in future budget years and outlying years as our revenues and our health of the economy start to get stronger.
Age before beauty. Me, unfortunately. I'm told that the staff and the leadership are playing with those numbers so that, as you know, and as usual, Representative Marshall, your business acronym is always present. And it is a math equation, in essence. You're here as a finance committee, and you know, we could sit here all day and talk about great programs and great tax cuts, but where are you going to make up the difference, and how? So the math problem, as you referred to it, tinkering with the application of the elimination of the cliff in both Representative Ruggiero's bill and my bill, are being tinkered with right now. But I think even in tough times, we have to make a commitment that, and recognize that this is a problem that is not just associated with the perception that some could have that it's just rich people that are being taken care of.
That's right. And when you think about what net assets look like, you could own a home in Rhode Island. Let's say it's $300,000-400,000. A parent dies and you inherit that. You have a 401k, a few investments. It's not so hard to get to a number of $922,000 in the scheme of one's lifetime. The cliff really is a problem, and P.S. Massachusetts also has it. I don't want people to think that, you know, Mass doesn't, from what I understand in talking to the tax folks. But yes, I've had many conversations with Speaker Mattiello about this. Even when he was the leader, he said this is something we need to look at. So there are some ideas being toyed around. Right now it's indexed to inflation. There are a number of things we can think about, but the cliff is a very onerous part of this, and it's why people are either moving, shielding dollars. And unfortunately, with the fiscal impact, you get only the loss. What you don't see is what's the money that has moved. You know, what other things could have occurred in the economic multiplier that you just can't quantify. You know, so that has to be part of the equation as well. Thank you.